Christopher Bell may not even finish Sunday's race. And for the first time since his frightening crash at Michigan, the Gibbs Racing star is openly admitting that he simply doesn't know if his body can handle what comes next. Even more surprising, a replacement driver is already waiting. Brent Crews has been preparing all weekend. He got seat time in Bell's car during practice. And now, NASCAR suddenly has one of the biggest storylines of the San Diego weekend. Could Christopher Bell actually step out of the car before the race is over? Or is all of this simply precaution? The answer may be far more complicated than people realize. Because if Bell cannot continue, it wouldn't just change his race. It could completely alter Gibbs Racing's strategy and create one of the most unexpected driver changes of the season. Fans arrived in San Diego expecting to see Bell fight for a strong finish. Instead, they're now waiting to see something much more basic. There is also another layer to this story. Bell is currently in the middle of a competitive season, and every race matters. Missing laps or aggravating the injury could have consequences that extend far beyond Coronado and potentially impact his momentum heading into the next stretch of the championship battle. Can Christopher Bell's injured wrist survive one of NASCAR's toughest new challenges? To find out, watch until the very end. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to NASCAR Nation News and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest NASCAR stories. Christopher Bell arrived in San Diego carrying something more important than championship points. He arrived carrying an injured wrist. Just 2 weeks ago at Michigan, Bell slammed into the outside wall in a high-speed crash and suffered fractures in his left wrist. He managed to race at Pocono, completed the entire event, and many fans assumed the worst was already behind him. Apparently, it wasn't. Because Coronado is a completely different challenge. This isn't a smooth oval. This is a brand new street course with tight corners, heavy braking zones, concrete barriers, and almost no room for mistakes. Every lap demands constant steering input, and every small hit can send violent forces through the wheel. That's exactly what worries Bell. Speaking after practice, he delivered the quote that immediately got everyone's attention. "I don't know. That's going to be a decision that we weigh out as it unfolds. I think it's going to be a game-time decision." Think about that for a second. We're talking about one of NASCAR's toughest competitors, a driver who has raced through pain before, admitting that he doesn't even know if he'll be able to run the full race. That's a huge statement. And it gets even more interesting. During practice, Bell actually climbed out of the car and handed it over to Brent Crews. This wasn't some random decision. Gibbs Racing wanted Crews to get experience in case he's suddenly needed on Sunday. Immediately, speculation exploded. Is Christopher Bell about to be replaced? Right now, nobody knows. Not even Bell himself. But one thing is clear. The possibility is real enough that Gibbs Racing made sure Crews was prepared. And Bell understands exactly why. He called Coronado a very high-risk racetrack and admitted that he cannot afford any setbacks in his recovery. "I'm already 2 weeks into this healing process now, so the goal certainly is to get back to 100% as quick as possible." Those words reveal the real battle happening right now. This isn't just about one race. Bell has to think about the rest of the season. A hard impact with a barrier, a sudden jolt through the steering wheel, getting caught in someone else's incident, and suddenly, the recovery process could take a major step backward. The concern isn't necessarily pain. According to Bell, the bigger problem is that he simply isn't operating like himself. After Pocono, he realized something he didn't expect. He said he was not driving at 100%. That might be the most important quote of this entire story. Because elite NASCAR drivers survive on tiny margins, braking points, steering precision, split-second reactions. Being even slightly limited can make an enormous difference. Bell admitted that before Pocono he believed everything would be fine. Then, reality hit. He realized he had been overly optimistic. Now he understands that he's not his normal self behind the wheel. And that's a scary realization heading into NASCAR's newest and most unpredictable street race. Then there's another factor. Nobody truly knows what to expect from Coronado. The entire Cup garage is learning this circuit together. The entire Cup garage is basically figuring this place out together. Drivers are spending every session trying to understand where the grip is, how aggressively they can attack the corners, and what kind of mistakes this circuit can punish. Usually teams arrive with years of information and a clear idea of what adjustments work. This weekend, everyone is experimenting and learning in real time. Ironically, that uncertainty could actually help Brent Crews if he gets behind the wheel. Bell himself admitted that this might be the perfect scenario for his backup driver because everyone is starting from the same place. He even praised Crews's road racing ability and made it clear that he believes the young driver would perform well if called upon. That's a huge vote of confidence. And it shows just how seriously this situation is being treated. At the same time, Bell isn't giving up. In fact, he sounded genuinely disappointed that his injury has prevented him from fully enjoying this event. It's very frustrating. I truly hope that we get to come back here, because I had a blast out there racing. Even while injured, Bell was having fun. That's what makes this story so difficult. The competitor in him wants to race. The racer in him wants to attack this new challenge. But the long-term consequences cannot be ignored. Because fractures don't care about championship ambitions. The body heals on its own timeline. And Bell knows that another setback now could affect much more than just one weekend in San Diego. That's why Sunday's race has suddenly become one of the biggest question marks of the season. Will Christopher Bell start the race and finish it? Will he begin the event and then hand the car over to Brent Crews? Or could Gibbs Racing decide that protecting Bell's recovery matters more than taking risks? Right now, every option remains on the table. And perhaps that's the biggest surprise of all. 2 weeks ago, fans were simply worried about whether Bell would miss one race. Now we're heading into Sunday with uncertainty surrounding every lap he may drive. One thing is certain, all eyes will be on the number 20 Toyota. Not because of where it qualifies, not because of its speed, but because nobody knows who might be sitting in that seat when the checkered flag waves. And in a weekend filled with unknowns, that may be the biggest mystery of the entire Coronado race.